Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
ఓహో ఇంకా ప్లేస్ చేయమనుకున్నా.
Heute alleine. Deswegen, ich werde dich vorstellen, dann
Okay.
kannst du dann nachher.
Habe ich das ausgemacht?
Warum muss man noch nicht? Hare Krishna dear devotees. Today I want to sing with you the bhajan Jai Radha Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan. We'll only sing the first 6 stanzas. And yeah, please repeat after me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, liebe Gäste, liebe Leute, so vielen Dank für den wunderschönen Kirtans. Eine Frage, gibt es vielleicht jemanden, der hier zum ersten Mal in Deppe ist? Sind Sie zum ersten Mal? Okay, schön, dass Sie da sind. Ich kriege gleich ein kleines Geschenk, so ein kleines Buch. Wir gehen jetzt zu einem philosophischen Vortrag. Heute ist von unserem ganz langjährigen Gemeindemitglied, ich habe ihn schon mehrmals vorgestellt, das ist der Sudan Prabhu, und er ist schon ziemlich lange in unserer Gemeinde dabei und das ist eine ganz wichtige Person und ganz gute Prediger. Also Sudan Brahmana. Hare Krishna, Sudan Brahmana Prabhu, Ki Jai. Also ja, der Vortrag, das ist Bhagavat Saptah, das fängt heute an und das wird dann 7 Tage dauern. Also Sudan Prabhu gleich wird noch mehr dazu sagen. Und das Vortrag wird auf Englisch sein und wir haben leider keine Übersetzung, weil alles sind weggefahren. Also перевода не будет, потому что все уехали.
I think for you also it's better here this side. Maybe you can put this also so that it's not disturbing.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे बोलो हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 जय प्रभु सदा प्रभु सदा प्रभु सदा जय प्रभु सदा प्रभु का
गौरांग दयानिताय की, श्री श्री राधा माधव की, शिला प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदसी, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदसी, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की। प्रेम से हो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की, वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरा धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की, समावेत भक्त वृंद की। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 7, verse 14. Daivesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam evai prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Daivesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam evayati prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Daivesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam evaye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Prabhus.
दैवेशा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेवाये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतं तरन्ति ते दैवेशा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेवाय प्रपद्यन्ते मायाम एताम तरन्ति ते। माताजी। दैवेशा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेवाय प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते। दैवेशा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेवाय प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते। Daivi, transcendental. He, certainly. Esha, this. Gunamayi, consisting of the three modes of material nature. Mama, my. Maya, energy. Duratyaya, very difficult to overcome. Mam, unto me. Eva, certainly. He, A, those who.
Prapadyante, surrender, Mayam, Etam, this illusory energy, Taranti, overcome, they. Reading translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable energies. Is there someone translating in Hindi, in German? Sorry. Does anyone need German translation? Everybody speaks English. Nice. Although the living entities are part of his energies and are therefore divine, due to contact with material energy, the original superior power is covered. Being thus covered by material energy, one cannot possibly overcome its influence. As previously stated, both the material and spiritual natures, being emanations from the Supreme Person of Godhead, are eternal. The living entities belong to the eternal superior nature of the Lord, but due to the contamination by the inferior nature, matter, their illusion is also eternal. The conditioned soul is therefore called Nitya Baddha, or eternally conditioned. No one can trace out the history of his becoming conditioned at a certain date in material history. Consequently, his release from the clutches of material nature is very difficult. Even though that material nature is an inferior energy, because material nature is ultimately conducted by the Supreme Will, which the living entity cannot overcome, inferior material nature is defined herein as divine nature due to its divine connection and movement by the divine will. Being conducted by divine will, material nature, although inferior, acts so wonderfully in the construction and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. The Vedas confirm this as follows: Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyan Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Although Maya, illusion, is false or temporary, the background of Maya is the Supreme Magician, the Personality of Godhead, who is Maheshwara, the Supreme Controller. Shvetarswara Upanishad 4.10. Another meaning of guna is rope. It is to be understood that the conditioned soul is tightly tied by the ropes of illusion. A man bound by the hands and feet cannot free himself. He must be helped by a person who is unbound. Because the bound cannot help the bound, the rescuer must be liberated. Therefore, only Lord Krishna or his bona fide representative, the Supreme Spiritual Master, can release the conditioned soul. Without such superior help, one cannot be freed from the bondage of material nature. Devotional service or Krishna consciousness can help one gain such release. Krishna, being the Lord of the illusory energy, can order this innumerable energy, unsurmountable energy, to release the conditioned soul. He orders this release out of his causeless mercy on the surrendered soul and out of his paternal affection for the living entity who is originally a beloved son of the Lord. Therefore, surrender unto the lotus feet of Lord is the only means to get free from the clutches of stringent material nature. The words Mam Eva are also significant. Mam means unto Krishna, Vishnu only, and not Brahma or Shiva. Although Brahma and Shiva are greatly elevated and are almost on the level of Vishnu, it is not possible for such incarnations of Rajogun, passion, and Tamogun, ignorance, to release the conditioned soul from the clutches of Maya. In other words, both Brahma and Shiva are also under the influence of Maya. Only Vishnu is the master of Maya, therefore, he alone can give release to the conditioned soul. The Vedas, Svetaswara Upanishad 3.8 confirms this in the phrase Tam eva viditva, or freedom is possible only by by understanding Krishna. Even Lord Shiva affirms that liberation can be achieved only by the mercy of Vishnu. Lord Shiva says, Mukti Pradata Sarvesham Vishnur Evana Samshaya. There is no doubt that Vishnu is the deliverer of liberation for everyone. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katha Mahim Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I'm once again reading the translation. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. From the scriptures, we understand there are innumerable energies of the Lord. And we are just experiencing one kind of energy in this universe. And what is the significance of this energy is, though we are superior, though we are qualitatively similar to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for which we should be very, very happy, because we know that Supreme Personality of Godhead is all blissful, and He also doesn't do any work except whenever there are parties like divine dance, we call Rasa Leela. He is there. And then there are the spiritual world where He is, have ample facilities, is always happy. And when we are also qualitative of same nature, how nice it is. But what is happening is, because we have come in contact with this material world, we start acting like the people of this world. We are affected by the ropes of the mode of passion, goodness and ignorance. Sattva gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. As we have read in the purport, Guna also means rope. Just like we may have seen when there is a dog that is strolling on the street, we see that this dog is controlled by, what is it called? Leash. Yes. We are controlled by 3 leashes. not so good to picturize how it looks like. But we are also controlled sometimes by a golden leash, sometimes a silver leash, and sometimes an iron leash. Or sometimes all these three are becoming more strong together and we are controlled. And just imagine the dog on the street, if there is no leash, it would just go all over. So nice, full of freedom. We all want freedom. We all want freedom from suffering. We all want happiness, isn't it? We are all looking for happiness. But then we should understand that we are tied by a rope or even 3 ropes. And these ropes are not allowing us to become free. Don't we want freedom from them? Now it looks like an independence speech. Huh? We are talking about independence, really. We are free. In Germany we are free. But are we free to do whatever we want? Are we free to do what we should do? When we really think, no. How many of us have control on sleep? How many have control on speech? How many have control on sex enjoyment? How many have control on, did I already say eating? No, that's more important. How many have control on eating? Yeah, you will get only when I give. Okay, maybe there are yogis who have control on all this. What about manovegam? When agitation comes, when we are agitated, when the situation comes, how many have control on it? Vacho vegam, manasakrodha vegam, chivha vegam, udarupastha vegam. It doesn't matter whether I am in India or in Germany or in Japan or Pakistan, or doesn't matter. Wherever we are controlled by these urges. Isn't it? No? Maybe someone is stable, he doesn't have all these urges. He may have fear. Isn't it? Is there someone who is bereft of fear? Everyone has some kind or the other kind of fear. A person who has a job, he has a fear of losing job. A person who has wife, he has fear of no. Yeah. But a person who has life, he is having fear of losing life. Right? Right? No, let it come, we will see when it comes. We don't even know what is end of life. Because for us, if we see ourselves compared to 30 years back, when this phone comes to end of life, we still know how to reuse it. Right? At least a paperweight. We used to not just throw it, but try to reuse in one way or the other, so that the life was a little longer. But now, we are not so much worried if something is coming to an end, especially life. But here, we see that if we don't want to go through all this pain and suffering, what should we do? Krishna is saying, Krishna is not putting us in this world and giving us troubles. Have you seen that in Garuda Puran? There is a description of how people are tortured. There are 17 kinds of hells. One hell is enough. That we become very alert. Oh, let me not go there. We think that this material world is already suffering, but there are lower planets which are even horrible. We don't even want to go there. And sometimes there are higher planets which are very nice, tempting, because you get free drinks. Just like you see this board, right? All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can enjoy. So nice. After all, you have come back here. After all, we have to come back here. So, this material world is a best bargain for us to escape from the cycle. How many like cycles? Kids like. Nowadays, elders, they don't like cycle. I used to like cycle because that used to give me freedom to go fast. And how many of us like motorcycles? See, so many hands. Who likes mortal cycles? Do we want to go in this cycle ride forever? Do we want to go in this cycle ride forever? Some may like it. Why not? Some may like it because, hey, I'm in my prime youth. After all, I'm 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. There's a lot of life, isn't it? So much to enjoy. Along with enjoy, there is also suffering. How do we know? We can ask so many seniors here. Isn't it? So what should we do? Krishna is saying, what should we do? But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. We thought it's very difficult. To control all the urges is very difficult. Isn't it? What is your favorite food? Paneer. You are getting every day. Are you not bored? Paneer. So there are fans. I think that's why Gauradesh makes sure that every Sunday there is paneer program. Just imagine. Who likes ice creams? These are delights. Paneer. Who is that paneer? No one likes ice creams? Only few hands. Just after you had full meal and your favorite dessert in the form of that ice cream and cherry on top is at your given, served. You don't have to go and take it. It's served to you. Who said who has control on food? He will check. Everything will be checked. You have a question or? Very nice, very fortunate being. For us who are struggling, the Lord is saying, just accept me and then you are free from this jail. Then all this, you may see nice movies, right, where the chains are broken. We know how Vasudeva was tied by chain. Kamsa was scared that, what will happen if Vasudeva will leave? He tied. But when Krishna wanted, he just, you see, at least in the serials they show like that. If Krishna wants those chains, whether it is gold, silver, iron, or any titanium, I think these days we say, doesn't matter. All these can be broken into pieces. But are we ready to surrender? Are we ready to surrender? Are we ready to surrender? Yes. Okay, let's take a poll. Are we ready to surrender? Do you know how much we have to surrender? That's what we are going to discuss today. Sorry for the preface. It always needs some time to warm up. So we are going to talk about a very wonderful pastime from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is about Bharat Maharaj. We are talking about not Bharat Maharaj from Ayodhya. We are not talking about, is he Bharat from Ayodhya? Okay. We are not talking about Bharat of the son of Shakundala, Dushyant. We are talking about Bharat, the son of Rishabdev. The meaning of Rishab means the best of human beings. Before we understand the glories of Rishabdev, let's start the story. It goes like this. Sukadeva Goswami is narrating to Parikshit Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam the pastime of Jada Bharat. Jada Bharat, who is a king. But the opening of the narration goes like he is a Mahabhagavat. He is a Mahabhagavat. Who is Mahabhagavat? Is it someone who speaks who is speaking about Bhagavatam? A Mahabhagavat is always immersed and constantly remembering whom? Bhagavan. And how is it possible? By engaging in 9. Jada means dumb, dull. Sorry? Dormant. Okay. Yeah. Dull. Jada also means no motion at all. Even if you do anything, sometimes we see pigs. They are happily eating stool. Or sometimes we see buffaloes. They are just in the center of the road. The cars will come, the lorries, buses, everything will keep coming, but the buffalo happily is in the middle of the street. Jada means that which is inert, no motion. So how come that such Bharat, who is Jada Bharat, is a Mahabhagavat? Does it mean that if we become motionless, can we also become Mahabhagavat? Can we become devotees? Because as Krishna is saying that if you become devotee, if you surrender to me, then what's happening? Then you are free from this material world. Then you are free from this mortal cycle. You have freedom. So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Jada Bharat is topmost devotee. Jada Bharat is topmost devotee. And then the reason how is immediately he says, so that we don't have to guess. He says he followed the instructions of his father, Rishabdev. It's very difficult for me to speak about Rishabdev because we want to cover Jada Bharat pastime, and to cover Rishabdev itself will take 7 days. Actually, when we wanted to do this Bhagavat Saptah, 7 days, someone were saying, I think 7 days is not enough, because everyone wanted to have Bhagavat Saptah at their home. We want to have 14 days of Bhagavat Saptah. So we should have started with Rishabdev pastime and then would have gone to Jada Bharat pastime. Maybe if you can move it here, if it's possible, then I can see. So what were the instructions of Rishabdev? We are not just calling Rishab Maharaj, we are calling Rishabdev. Though he is a Kshatriya, though he has ruled, he is coming from Ikshvaku dynasty, from the Sun dynasty. He is a son of famous Nabhi. And Rishabdev If someone is coming from Indian background, no. In India there are religion called Jainism. Yeah, we may know that Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, these isms are coming from Sanatan Dharma. I was surprised when I was talking to someone. I said Buddhism, Gautam Buddha is from India. Oh, and then after telling that the principles, everything came from Vedic. Oh, so not everyone knows, but we see that most of these Eastern religions, we can see that this has come from Sanatana Dharma, Sanatan Dharma. And then Rishabh Dev is Avadhuta. Yeah. Avadhuta is the one who can very easily control the urges that we were just discussing. So, Rishabh Dev, who ruled the world very successfully, he desired to have children. If I ask why do we have this Grihastha ashram, it's very rare we see that okay, the purpose of Grihastha ashram is for what? For begetting Krishna conscious children or responsible children. But scriptures say that Grihastha ashram is very, very important. Just imagine, there is no production system in Brahmacharya ashram, neither in Vanaprastha ashram or Sannyas ashram. How disappointed Brahmaji will be. The Lord has given him a task of progenation, expansion, population, but if there is no Grihastha ashram, so we should be very proud, isn't it? And the purpose of Grihastha ashram is in itself very responsible to have proper conscious children. So, Rishabh Dev performed penance, tapasya. And not only he, even his dear wife also has done a great tapasya, and then they begot 100 children, of which Bharat Maharaj is the eldest. What is our understanding? A son born from a Kshatriya is a Kshatriya, isn't it? By birth, 100 sons were Kshatriyas, but 10 became Brahmanas, and 9 became Navayogendras, Mahabhagavats, and then the others became the Kshatriyas who were ruling. This means that if someone is by birth belongs to some ashram, varnashram, it doesn't mean that he is going to end his life in that same ashram. Like if he is a Kshatriya, he may have qualities which are Brahman qualities. If someone is Brahman, he may develop qualities of Vaishya. And it's also possible if someone has bad association, he may even fall down or even develop Shudra qualities. So it's very important in what association we are, and accordingly we can develop. So, Rishabh Dev, do we want to know what instructions he gave? Rishabh Dev himself is showing one very important lesson. What is that? When the time comes for retirement, we should not be tired. We should retire. Isn't it? Usually what we think retirement is for what? When we are tired. Okay, let me take retirement. I don't know what is the dictionary meaning, but usually that is our understanding. And what should we do after retiring? If I have 7 days, I would have discussed about that. This is what Rishabdev, he has done. He has left everything. Just imagine a wonderful kingdom. He is very successful already. He is very famous, he is successful. He had sons. One fine day he decided, let me hand over the kingdom to the eldest, who is Bharat, and then he left to the forest. And I still tempt to speak about his greatness. After leaving everything, he led a life of avadhuta. Means very hard to describe, very hard to imagine, very hard to accept. But he led life like that a king who is world famous, where is he? Just lying on the street, not eating, or eating only when he doesn't take bath. Rolling in the dust, completely covered, not at all clean, but then still he attained perfection. Why? Because he is realized. He understood. He is already Mahabhagavat. He is the Lord himself. What is the proof? What is the proof that he is the Lord himself? Because when Nabhi wanted to have child, he and Meru Devi, they went and performed tapasya. It's interesting, right? To beget children, to perform tapasya. Usually we do tapasya, why? When we want something. But here, the kings were very responsible. They did tapasya so that they got very, very qualified children. And Rishabdev, when Nabhi was doing yajna and he was pleasing, the Lord appeared. And what is the desire that Nabhi had? He wanted to have a son like the Supreme Lord. When there is this yajna, when the sacrifice is there, when the yajna is going on, what happens? There are Brahmanas who are saying, Tathastu. The Brahmanas said this when the priests were saying, may he get a son like the Supreme. And then there were another Brahmanas who were sitting, they were saying Tathastu, the priest. And when the Lord appeared, he is in a trouble now. Because Brahmanas are very dear to the Lord. When Brahmana says something, for that the Lord fulfills the words of Brahmanas. So what he did, when the Lord came, he was in a trouble. He was thinking, it's nice that the devotees are asking such a wonderful, has such a nice desire, but where can he get it? Because in all the scriptures it is said that there is no second to the Lord. Lord is always one. There is no comparison. No, there is someone secondary. No, the Lord is one. There is no second other than the Lord. So the Lord said, okay, because you have prayed, because the Brahmanas have given Tathastu, let so be it, then maybe you can come forward. So be it. So the Lord himself have come in the form of Rishabdev. And then Rishabdev is so great. He had not only Bharat, he had other sons. Someone heard about Bahubali? No one? Bahubali? Which Bahubali? Son of Rishabdev is Bahubali. Do we know that? Have anyone been in Karnataka? There is a place, Shravan Belgul. Huh? We see, when I was a child, I went there. There is a statue of 17 meters or very tall, and he is Bahubali. Not because he has just established the kingdom, he has solved all the problems, but he is not only strong, he is Bahubali because he was also expert in medicine. Anyway, topic again is not about Bahubali or only Rishabdev. The topic is about to understand what did Rishabdev give to his sons. Huh? Do we want to know that? Huh? Before we go to understand who is Bharat Maharaj, we want to understand what of caliber his father Rishabdev was. He said, "My dear sons, all come," and then he started instructing before leaving the kingdom. After he left the kingdom, he was just walking on the streets very carelessly, like you see some Bairagis, right? Completely detached. You see them, they don't have clothing. They are completely, they are not conscious about where they are, what they are doing, etc. They are completely absorbed in the Lord. He is Rishabdev. He wanted to come and show this, that to the world, it is very important that we don't misuse this opportunity of human form of life. This is the first instruction he told to his sons. What is that? This human form of life is very, very rare, and the purpose is not sense enjoyment, the purpose is for liberation. And he gave 25 processes of how to get liberation. Isn't it very important for us? Because we want freedom. And we can see the life of Rishabdev is that he attained freedom. He attained such a great freedom. Just imagine if there is some fire. When Rishabdev was going along Karnataka, that is the reason where we see a lot of Jainism was prevailing after he left. But when he was going, there was a fire, forest fire, and this fire was burning his body, but he didn't feel burnt. He is completely detached with the bodily sensation, bodily feeling at all. The body is burning, but for him, no, he is absolutely engaged in the consciousness of remembering the Lord. So before he left in this adventure, he gave the kingdom to Bharat as the king, and he instructed all the sons. I just made a note. He said, it's very important that we should cut through the knot of illusion. This Maya where we are living makes us feel that we should enjoy, but we should cut it. And the process, he explains these 25 ways of how to do it. And then he explained all the responsibility of a leader, what a leader should do. He himself was a successful leader. He ruled for thousands of years, and he then gave the kingdom to Bharat Maharaj. And then he told, respect all living entities and engage everyone in bhakti. So first of all, it's very important that we value everyone. We understand everyone is living being, everyone is living entity. We should respect them and then engage everyone in bhakti. And then what happens in this process is we become what he became. He became Avadhuta. In this process of giving respect to others, what is happening? We are not demanding any respect for us. And then when we don't expect any respect, do we really want to be in a kingdom? The people who are struggling to retire or after retire, what is happening? There is still kind of some expectation, something, okay. But for Rishabdev, he had no problems. He could just leave it, everything. In spite of all the opulences he had, he simply left everything and became Avadhuta. And then, as I said, how did he leave the world? Not even caring what's happening in the world. So now we understand who is Bharat. we understand that he is very learned, expert king on the earth. He is so expert that until then the planet was in the name of Ajanaba. Nabi, I said, right? The grandfather ruled the kingdom so nicely that the planet was famous as Ajanaba. But when Bharat Maharaj came and took over the rule, he ruled the world, the planet so nicely that the planet started to be called as Bharata Varsha. It's not Bharat, it's Bharat. This Bharat is coming from Bharat Maharaj, who is son of Rishabdev, not because of Bharat of Ayodhya and not because of Dushyanta, son of Dushyanta. Usually we think because, okay, somewhere we read, but we have proper praman, reference through which we understand this whole Varsha. Varsha means the planet. Varsha also means year. There are meanings. So when he ruled with full clarity. Why? Because he got instructions from his father, the knowledge what he have. He ruled perfectly. And in the purport, Prabhupada mentions the chief execution that he ruled was excellent. There was no unemployment. In today's time we are seeing what is the percentage every quarter. Is it 6%, 10% unemployment? In which area? There was no unemployment in his time. Does it mean the people were just working any job? No. They also had right employment. How do we know if the people are in right employment? They are happy. If we don't work also, we'll be happy. Because they were given work, occupation based on Varnashram system. Brahmanas were doing Brahmanas job, they were not interfering in something else. That's how King Bharat has very eminently engaged everyone in their respective ashramas. Why did he do that? What is the purpose of doing it? So that people are happy? No. What is the purpose of work? Why do we work? Parth Prabhu?
Nowadays we work mainly for our sustainability.
So we work so that we can live.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Why do we work? To earn money and enjoy. Mauj masti karo. Acha kamao. Anyone else?
Because it is compulsory.
It is must. Otherwise no food, no bed, nothing. It becomes very mandatory. The purpose of working is to do what? There is a purpose of everything, right? When we do that, then only we get the result. And what is the purpose of employment was or is? So that we can get rid of the suffering. Yeah? Ultimately we are working for what? Comfort. Isn't it? I work so that someone said, we get money so that with money we can buy some comfort for a while. Or sometimes some status. People work for status, right? Even if people don't give money for philanthropic work, they just go so that they can have some satisfaction. Oh, I did something to the nation. Oh, I am coming from India. I have to do something for India. Isn't it? We do, right? No? Don't agree? We do a lot of work. But what is right work? We didn't think so much. We just did our degrees and then we got a job and we are doing it. Yeah? The right work is to awaken our spiritual knowledge. So when the Brahmanas were working, what is the business of Brahmanas? Yajan, Yajan, Patan, Patan. They have to study, they have to give knowledge. right? Very nice. Instead of that, if we do something else, we are just disturbing, because that is the purpose and we didn't do it. Kshatriyas, what is the job of Kshatriya? To protect the nation, to protect people, nothing. To protect whom? To protect dharma. The goal is not protecting people. The goal is protecting what? Dharma. And if they don't do it, what is the purpose? They can't elevate themselves, right? A Kshatriya, it is said, Krishna is telling to Arjuna to fight. One fine day, there was a guy who was preaching from Christianity. He said, hey, your religion is very, very extreme. You see, in your scriptures it is said Krishna is asking Arjuna to fight. No, ours is very peaceful. We have to understand. We have to understand the responsibility, employment, purpose. So, Bharat Maharaj was not just engaging everyone in some work so that they are busy, they will give something, afterwards I will enjoy. No. He was making sure that everyone is employed and everyone is rightly employed and everyone is attaining the result of their employment. What is that? Spiritual advancement. And then it comes, who were saying happiness? Why do we work? For happiness. When everything is as designed and if we are doing it, then we will be happy. At the moment, what is happening? A Brahman is thinking, hey, having a car is so nice. For that matter, let me take some more, dakshina. Give me, you give me, you give me. If you go, sometimes in temples they demand money, right? Poor Brahman becomes rich Brahman. Brahman means one who is poor materially. But sometimes we come across Brahmans who are very rich. They have security guards. See, a Brahman should really have Kshatriya, but what is he using Kshatriyas for? Protecting himself. So during the rule of Maharaj Bharat, there was such a first class rule that there were people always happy. And then, what did then Bharat Maharaj do? It is nice that, hey, I have given you work, I have given you work, I have given you work, what about me? What should I do? What did Bharat Maharaj do? Sat very nicely, took a glass, 2 wives, he has many, all comfort at the door. No, he engaged himself in sacrifices, yajnas, yajnakritus. What did he do? Because he very well understands that the country can be happy when proper rains are there. And how can proper rains fall? When yajnas are performed. We don't know this, right? It's secret. For that, we are thinking so difficult. There is a lot of shortage of rain. When yajnas are performed, even, I saw myself 20 years back when there was a heavy drought in South India. There were Brahmanas who had a small Agnihotra in their own home outside. They did. And then there was cyclone. It flooded so much. I was thinking maybe someone will do yajna to stop it. It was flooding. Until then there was heavy drought. So it's practical. When we have shortage of rains, what should we do? Sacrifice. But what did he do? Did he do animal sacrifices? Yes? No? Oh, come on. This means scriptures are saying to kill animals? Is it okay to kill an animal? But he did. Pashu Yajna. It's there. In the scriptures, when we know further, then we understand what is the purpose of it. The purpose of killing a cow or killing a horse, when we do Ashwamedha Yajna or Yajnas, animal is killed. But we have to understand that animal is not killed. What is happening is, first of all, to do a yajna, one should be well versed in doing proper ucharan, to pronounce the mantras properly, right? Otherwise, what will happen is, it will be a disaster. There are references. If you don't do yajnas properly, finish, over. What did Kumbhakarna ask? What did Kumbhakarna ask? Lord Shiva. Indrasan. Come on, tell properly. He asked Nidrasan. The difference between Indrasan and Nidrasan is, Indrasan means throne of Lord Indra, and Nidrasan means bed. Very small difference, big effect. So in those days, the yajnas, as part of the yajnas, there was animal sacrifice performed. The animal was killed. Now come on, Blue Cross people will come, they will stop. We have to put a teaser, right? We have to put a teaser. What is it? In this film, there are no animals harmed or killed or hurt. Yes, in those days, the animals were not killed. The animals were liberated. What does this mean? They used to select those good animals or cows or horses which are very, very old. And now who wants to live an old age life? No one wants, right? Who wants old age? No one. Come on. It's exciting, right? No. So the Brahmanas used to take those very, very aged horse or aged cow, and they used to offer in the fire sacrifice, and it was the responsibility of the Brahmanas that a cow should come out of the fire again, which means only the body is in the fire, the soul along with the new body is coming out. Anyway, this is some detail. So Pashu Yaga is okay. It's okay. That there was no violence done. And if we talk in Kali Yuga, please don't quote this and then let's do fire sacrifice with animals. No. Because in Kali Yuga it is clearly mentioned that Ashvamedham Gavalambam. Neither we can sacrifice horse, neither we can sacrifice a cow. Just it's in Kali Yuga we are there. And Sannyasam Pala Paitrikam, and offering flesh in the what do you call this, Shraddh ceremony, for Pitrus. You may know ancestors, there is also Shraddh ceremony. Offering flesh is also not said. And then it is also said, man begetting children with his brother-in-law or brother's wife, sorry. These are not forbidden, these are forbidden in Kali Yuga. What is recommended yajna in Kali Yuga? What is that yajna? Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Say again. Madhav. जोर से. जोर से.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Aram, Aram, Hare Hare. We want Aram. See, even a child can say this. Isn't it so amazing? If we talk about those yajnas, you have to earn a lot. So that you need a good pandit, you need a lot of wood, you need a lot of dravyas, this is called ghee, samidas, and everything you need. And for this, how much did you spend? Free. In those yajnas, if we pronounce something wrong, it will be disaster. But here, when we pronounce, even as he said, Aram, Aram, still Krishna is saying, Aram means Ram only. Take it. So how safe it is in Kali Yuga? So we should not indulge or think of any other sacrifice. Sacrifice means when we spend lot of money, when we invite lot of people, then we can perform yajna. No, yajna, our devotees from temple and all over the world, they go in distributing books, singing and chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is wonderful, the best prescribed yajna for Kali Yuga. Anyway, let's come back. Let's come back to then what is happening. If Bharat Maharaj has performed that kind of yajna, what did he do? It's important, right? We are talking about yajna. What did he do? Because when you are doing that yajna, you are inviting all the devatas. You are calling Indra, Chandra, Varun, all are invited. What did he do? He has given all the results. He understands that by doing this yajna, the purpose is to please Vasudeva. So he had the consciousness of doing the yajna that everything is to satisfy Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva. Sometimes we are tempted, okay, let me worship this God, let me worship that God, let me worship this God. So many gods are there, right? After all, there is a purpose for that. Let us worship everyone. In the scriptures, it is said, if one refines his consciousness, if one develops maturity in understanding, then he will understand Bhagavad Gita as it is. And what is Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharma parimchecha mamekam sharanam raja. Give up everything. No other worship. If you do to me, then everything is covered. But no, come on, I have doubts. It's so nice, but Krishna is saying what to do. Can we have doubts? Can we have doubt? Yeah. We have freedom, right? After all. Yeah. If I want to catch the nose like this, I'm not able to catch, but I'll try. What is the use? Krishna is saying, this is fast, but I want to try like this. Why? Because I'm not saying this. I'm not just because I'm in ISKCON, that's what I'm saying. Krishna is saying this. Krishna is saying in the 8th chapter, he's clearly saying that worshipping the demigods, after all, that faith also I only give. But here Bharat Maharaj, he is performing to follow the orders of Vasudeva. He himself is serving. When a king has everything, all maintenance taken care, he can enjoy, right? But he is busy with sacrifices. And when he is doing sacrifice, what is he doing? He is constantly remembering Krishna. That is very important. When we are doing any kind of yajna, even if we are doing Sankirtan yajna, what should be our focus is to always remember Krishna, always remember Krishna. Even if we are working at office, remember Krishna. Because if anyone can save us, it is only Krishna. So he was remembering the Lord, he was worshipping, he is performing all the yajnas, and then one fine day, he was absorbed in a deep thought. He was thinking, hey, hundreds and thousands of years are over now. Abhi mera number kab aayega? Now he wanted to take what? Retirement. He wanted to take retirement. So what he did? He has given his kingdom to his sons, followed like his father. He has all these qualities, right, from his father instruction. He told, hey, don't become entangled in this human form of life. The purpose is what? To become free. And what is the process? To engage in bhakti. So he thought, if I continue working, there is no end. Isn't it? Do ever we think that, okay, after 60 years there will be no work? How many of us think like that? After 60 years, no work? After maybe 70 years, no work? 80 years? There is always work. As long as we are living, if we are at home there is always work. Isn't it? Huh? Right from morning when we get up there is work. Till the time we go to bed, it's work. So that's why it's better to sleep longer. At least we can. Less work, more comfort. I used to say less luggage, more comfort. But people think, oh, less work, more comfort. So Bharat Maharaj, he handed over his kingdom, and then where did he go? He went to Pulaha Ashram. He went to a place which is vibrant with lot of spiritual energy. Just imagine, now we are focused to hear Bhagavad Katha here. Will be so eagerly hearing Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam in a pub or a restaurant or at work or at home? No. It is very important that we understand that we prioritize our life such a way that we make sure that we are at right place at right time. Isn't it? Otherwise, you are busy, right? Always you are busy. Is there a time you are free? Prabhu? Are you free? No. Anyone free here? Anyone who is free here? So we have to give him work. He doesn't know that he needs work. Isn't it? Always our life has been doing something. Always. So we have to prioritize such a way that we are at the right place at the right time. Otherwise, gaadi jayega, the vehicle will go, the train will go, and then we are late by one lifetime. Just imagine, just we came late. Who wants to be late? No one wants to miss, right? We go to a train station and the train is gone. And then the next train comes, next life. Who wants to risk life? No one wants to risk life. It's too dangerous. Just imagine, to ourselves neglect one life. So we have to prioritize ourselves such a way that we are taking the right decision. Like Bharat Maharaj is taking retirement, right time. And after retirement, it's very important. It's not like now holiday time started. Right? Usually retirement means what? What is retirement? Free from service. This is what they say, right? If you get free from service, then you are retired. If we don't do right service, we will do something else, isn't it? If I don't do this, something else I will be doing. Better to do right service. So Bharat Maharaj, he went to Pulaha Ashram, and this is along the banks of Gandaki river. How many of us know this famous river? Gandaki river? Very few. It's in Nepal. Of course, here the reference goes, it's near Haridwar, but it is possible. A river is not a small pond. So he went to Pulaha Ashram, which is very spiritually vibrant, and along the Gandaki river he was staying, he was resting. What kind of rest he was doing? It's not like now outhouse, right? What do you call this? You go to this, what is it called? You go to Ooty, Kodaikanal, hill stations, resort, no, not resorts, right? Farmhouse, depending on budget. Isn't it? He chose a very nice spot, right? Pulaha Ashram. Ashram means, oh, very nice place. No one will come and disturb. Otherwise, if he is in his kingdom, someone will come and tell Raja, please help me. There is always a problem. But here, he is not at all disturbed. Absolutely not disturbed. We want to enjoy that serenity, right? That's why we have so many packages. Who wants to go there? Bharat Maharaj left his home. He gave his property to his sons, whatever he got as inheritance, he didn't sit for it for himself, he just gave it. These days inheritance is also a very big problem, very difficult topic. There are so many lawyers who are benefiting out of the challenges of inheritance. They say, hey, this is my property, this is my property. No, this is my property. Bharat Maharaj says, Jane do bhai. Let it go. He gave it. So Bharat Maharaj very freely moved out, and then when he went to his place, and then we know this, as I was asking about this river, very special. The shilas that come from this river are very, very special. We may have heard Shalagram shilas. These shilas have a cutting inside them in a circular way, and it is not just by chance. Science may say so many things, but actually these are not ordinary. One cannot simply take a bag full of shilas, keep at home. They say, hey, you are not worshipping, let me go back. There are pastimes, there are stories about this. So anyway, Bharat Maharaj, he took one nice Shalagram Shila. He used to worship very, very nicely. He used to worship so nicely, he used to bring flowers, he used to bring tulsi leaves. The reason why I am laughing is, he had to do all alone, right? After all, you went to a lone place. When you go to a lonely place, no helper, you do all your stuff by yourself. How nice if I am in kingdom, there is a palace, servants. No, he choose, no, I don't want servants. Then what happens? You have to serve yourself. So he used to pluck flowers, make garlands, offer tulsi. All of us may know the significance of Tulsi Maharani. It gives immense pleasure to the Lord when we offer tulsi leaf at his lotus feet. And especially, it is Prabhupada was saying I was saying about Giriraj Maharaj? No, Radhanath Maharaj. When Radhanath Maharaj asked Prabhupada how to worship Shalagram Shila, he said, standard is simple. He said, just offer the tulsi to the Shalagram Shila, give him a bath and offer tulsi, and then he will be pleased. But ask Jananivas Prabhu if you want to know more. And when Radhanath Maharaj asked Jananivas Prabhu, he told 64 processes. So advanced level. So it is very important to understand, even Krishna is saying Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. And especially Patram, when we talk about it, is about Tulsi leaf. What is so special about Tulsi leaf? We know Kapila Dev, in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam we hear. What is so great about, just by smelling the dust that is coming from the offered Tulsi leaves, 4 Kumaras who were Mayavadis, or at least impersonalists, I don't know which kind of impersonalists, they became devotees. Just by smelling Tulsi. So powerful it is. And then Sukadeva Goswami, who is now narrating, who is elaborately speaking Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, he heard from Vyasadev 2 shlokas, and then he became a devotee. So we can understand Tulsi Maharani is a devotee, right? And the power of devotees is we become devotees. So this is what he was doing. What he was doing, collecting the flowers, collecting tulsis, offering all these. And then what happens? Nimai Prabhu, what happens when you offer tulsi? The Lord is pleased. What happens to you? You are becoming pleased. And Bharat Maharaj was getting Ashta Sattvika Vikar. What does it mean? When Bharat Maharaj was offering this service to the Shalagram Shilas, to the Lord, he was experiencing 8 kinds of ecstatic symptoms in his body. Sometimes he is getting stunned. Sometimes he is perspiring. We call it, what is this called? Standing, the bodily hair. Rome, khade ho gaye. Goosebumps. No, I don't want to use so casual word. Everyone are getting goosebumps. But this is a different level. The hair is standing, maybe too straight. And the voice is faltering when he is offering the prayers. Out of ecstasy, he is not able to say properly. Trembling, the body is shivering. Hey Bhagavan, what is? We are trembling in sorrow. We are trembling in dangers, disasters. What are happening? Oh, you gave me such a big problem. No, the Lord, Bharat Maharaj is trembling out of ecstasy, because when one is very sincerely serving the Lord, he is going to have darshan of the Lord. Why Krishna is saying that I appear in Brahma Samhita. He is saying, I appear in many forms. It's all up to you in which form you want to see. Bharat Maharaj wanted to see in the Shalagram Shila, and Lord is appearing in Shalagram. So out of which he is experiencing all these great symptoms. His body is becoming pale. This is another symptom, like as if like life has gone. We don't know what does it mean. And then tears and devastation. He is feeling, when we hear about torrents of tears, all these symptoms he was experiencing. And when this is all happening, Sukadeva Goswami is describing Bharat Maharaj is looking very beautiful. I don't know how beautiful it will be when someone is ecstatic. And he used to worship Narayan, Om Namo Narayanaya Nama. When he was offering Tulsi, he was offering garland, this is what he was doing. And in that way, he was worshipping constantly, and then he was absorbed. He was already absorbed so much that he was already feeling that highest level. What is the highest level? That bhav. He is already having that bhav. It is said the Lord has created this universe from his own spiritual potency. According to his desire, the Lord entered this universe as super soul, and by virtue of his different potencies, he maintaining all this. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who is the giver of intelligence. When everything was so perfectly going, he had right father. We don't choose fathers. He had right father, he had given right instructions, he did his job properly. Now he came to the Pulasya ashram, and he is engaged completely in serving the Lord, absorbed and having all these 8 kinds of symptoms. Perfection, right? This is what we wanted, right? This is what Daivesha Gunamaya Mamamaya Duratyaya. He is not at all under the influence of the 3 modes. Can we have an end card here? The end. And he is on a very high. Next is already spiritual world. Something amazing happened. For good or bad, we will discuss tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you very much. When I say tomorrow, we will be having a program tomorrow in Duisburg, and if someone is interested to join, they can come who is nearby, and if someone cannot make it, being far, or they can join online. So please reach out to, maybe some of you can collect the details. So can you get up then, so that people know you? So he has the details, he has the cards that he can give. Whoever would like to, can you give this? Okay, tomorrow we'll talk. Here we see a lot of deers, right? Because of Christmas. One deer is enough. We have so many deers. That's what we discuss tomorrow. So you can collect the details from him, he can share the details. And see us tomorrow. Grandha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. If there any question, one question I can take. If not, we can get into the program. Yes, mother. How is it connected? Because people took the principles from his teachings, and then there is a ism that followed.
The teachings of Islam which laid the foundation of Jainism.
That is in the chapter 5, Canto 5, chapter 5. There is a few I have already mentioned, but there is elaborate, and then there is someone who imitated his position, and then the Jainism started from him. I think his name is Arishta, I think Tirtha, I don't know. There is a mention in Bhagavatam. Yeah, and we can also see, I mean, when we follow Rishabdev's life and teachings, we can also understand why Jainism is very, very particular with non-violence, not hurting even insects, and all this care, eating the food from above the land, and all these things. We can feel that this is coming from the idea is, if we lead a very simplistic life, we will have less footprint of bad karma in our life. So that we can see from Avadhuta's sense. So if we see, Jainism is more into that line. And then, as I was mentioning, this Bahubali and all those things, we can see how it flourished in the western part of India. So where it is still coming out. I have seen, when I was in Bangalore, I have seen a lot of Jainism prevalent there, even 20 years back, even now. So, yeah. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
प्रभु की जय।